As a child, Gabrielle was an amazing child. She was so beautiful as a baby. I can remember the day she was born. That started her legacy of being well known. Gabrielle was so smart. She always was ahead of the curve. I can remember when she came home from kindergarten and she just is beautiful and looked up at me and she says, "Mommy, I've learned all there is to learn in kindergarten." And I just looked at her and I asked, I said, "Well, will you please go back?" And she said she would. And growing up, Gabrielle was not afraid. She was very, very brave. And when she did go into high school, Gabby was focused on her grades, her future plans for college. On April the 6th, 2010, was the day of Gabrielle's accident. And Gabrielle was riding with her friend Sarah. Gabrielle suffered a traumatic brain injury due to the accident. And her life and our lives were changed at that moment. It was not anything we could prepare for. It has been 5 years since that day, and it still hurts today just like it did 5 years ago. I sit here today as a mother of a child who has endured more pain and more obstacles to overcome than the average person can even imagine. But she did it. Gabrielle never stopped fighting from the moment this accident happened. Gabby, being the strong-willed person, so smart, so healthy, so beautiful, is so brave, Gabby chose to fight. At the time of her accident, with it being a traumatic brain injury, it was up in the air. They couldn't tell us what she might do, what she may start doing, when she may start doing it, how she may start doing it. And so the doctors could only look at how she was doing at that time and told us that it may not get any better than what it was at that time. But we didn't listen to the doctors. We chose to listen to God. We took everything that they told us and we turned it over to God. But as I told the doctors, you don't know Gabby. Gabby Decker is something different, and she will recover. Within a month of Gabrielle's injury, she was flown to Atlanta, Georgia, to work at the Shepherd Center, which is the world's leading facility on brain injury and spinal cord injuries. And they came and accepted Gabrielle because of her abilities that she showed them. And we took her there within the month, And Gabrielle started training. She trained 6 days a week for 2 months straight. And Gabrielle went from being here with her recovery to here in reference to what she could do, how she was able to do it, when all of these different skills started coming back for her. Her body was waking up and aware of the change, and she was learning how to work through the changes. And now we have gotten to a point with Gabrielle where her doctors and her team all agrees that Gabrielle can recover, that Gabrielle can continue to progress in life. She is doing wonderful. She is a miracle, and the doctors will say that now in our environment, that she can do anything. And one of the first sentences that Gabby put out to the world was, "I can do everything." And that is a true statement, because she can. Some things are more difficult for her right now, but she can do everything. 2 years after Gabrielle's accident, for her senior day, her jersey, number 22, was retired. And that was a beautiful moment for Gabby and for our family. And we didn't expect her jersey to be retired. We didn't expect any of those things, but they did do that for her. It has been 5 years since this whole journey began, and that is what it has been, a journey. And Gabrielle, I am so proud to say, by the grace of God, she is doing amazing. She has an opportunity now to get to the next level of her recovery, which is being able to walk, being able to talk. Those things are the final pieces that she's waiting to put back into effect. And we're in need of help at this point because of Gabby's needs. Now we need the expertise of a group called the First Step Foundation, who has proven to help so many people like Gabrielle regain their ability to walk and to live independently again. And that is where we are with Gabrielle's training. I am so happy. I am so blessed. I can't even describe the joy that God has put in me. I was raised knowing our Lord, and I too raised my children to know Him. And it is because of that we were able to overcome this. God prepared us for this journey before it began. And now she has the opportunity to work with the First Step Foundation. And they are an amazing group of people who believe, and this is the reason we want to work with them. They believe in the power of God. They believe that God can heal anything. You do the work. You let God take care of the healing. And she has an opportunity to train for 8 weeks in Port St. Lucie. And we're asking for people to invest in her future. And we thank you for whatever you can do. We will appreciate anything that you can do. If all you can do is pray, you do that. But don't forget about Gabby Decker, because she is amazing. She has always been amazing. She was destined to be amazing. And one day, she's going to tell her story with her own words. And wouldn't it be wonderful to say that you were part of that miracle?